Hello, my fellow Chelsea fan, and how are we doing today? Trust we are good. Trust we are fine. So, quick one. So, let's talk about the sixth lesson I learned from the match that we play against Nottingham Forest. Number one, we lack discipline. So, I don't just understand why our players will keep getting red cards. It's now 5 games in a row that we'll be collecting red card back to back. It actually shows that we have discipline issue. I don't just understand what Enzo Maresca is doing about this thing. And if you look at the red card, the yellow cards we keep collecting, you will see that they are useless yellow card and they are useless red card. So I don't just know why Malo Gusto is going to collect red card during that game. The first yellow card he collected, that tackle was not necessary. The second yellow card that led to the red card was not necessary at all. You are winning 3-0. This guy that you are winning over, they should be the one collecting red card. They should be the one under pressure. But it is still us that we are winning this guy, that we are still under pressure. So I don't just understand. Going forward, Enzo Maresca needs to actually do something about this discipline issue. You have to tell your player when it is right for them to collect red card, when it is right for them to collect yellow card. It is not like we should keep collecting it every match. I don't just understand. What if we are playing against big team and we only manage to score one goal instead of us to secure it? Then we wrap it up with a red card and they will just capitalize on that red card and they will just win us. Hadn't been it's a goal that we scored during that Nottingham Forest and we collected that red card earlier, reverse will have been the case. So going forward, Enzo Maresca needs to do something about the discipline issue. People out there are now calling Chelsea Red Card FC. It even get to the point that our own coach said get that red card. It even get to the point that our home goalkeeper gets that red card. Our backline has get that red card. I don't just understand. So we need to do something about that discipline. Though we all thought Jackson was the issue, but the discipline issue has been surfacing through the time that Jackson is there. We are just only shouting that Jackson collect this, Jackson collect that. But that is when the discipline issue has started coming up. So I just think Enzo Maresca needs to do something about that. A big team like Chelsea collecting red card back to back. Something has to be done on that because there are a couple of matches that we need our player not to even collect yellow card, talk less of red card. Imagine trying that in Champions League. So I just believe going forward, Enzo Maresca needs to do something about it. Number two, Malo Gusto is not a proper midfielder. So I don't just understand why Enzo Maresca will play Malo Gusto as our midfielder. You are playing him at the position of 2. He has not even delivered to our satisfaction. We are playing this guy as a midfielder. And you have players that can play in that same role. Benanote is there. Esteban William is there that you can introduce to that midfield. Why playing Malo Gusto as a midfielder? I don't just understand. It's not every player that will be Reece James. So I don't just understand why we keep doing all this unnecessary thing. Going forward, play player at their right position. Number 3, the impact of the defenders. We can see that the defenders we used against Nottingham Forest, they did an amazing job. Starting from Cucurella, Josh Achempong, Chaloba, and Reece James. They did a lot of job and they did exceptionally well. You can see now, so we are coming to that era that our defenders are now scoring. It's been a long time since we see our defenders scoring. I think that is in the era of John Terry. So I just think that that era needs to come again, that our defense line can also rescue us. We shouldn't be playing with this mentality that it is just the striker and the attackers that should be scoring for us. The defenders also have their own take on the match as well. If they defend well, they can also register a goal. So I just believe that going forward, this kind of mentality needs to be placed in our defenders. We can see that Josh Achepong actually scored and Reece James also scored too. So we can see that there is impact of the defenders in the game. They defend well and they also win the match for us. So I just believe that going forward, this same spirit needs to be in the mind of the defenders. Couple of match we do normally play so many corner kicks and at the end of the whole thing we will not see anything to register. I can count so many goals that Virgil van Dijk has scored from corner kick. I can count so many goals that defenders of Arsenal have scored from corner kick. So I just believe that going forward, this kind of thing needs to replicate itself. Number 4, the impact of early sub. We can see that the impact of early sub also play a significant role. We can see that during the first half, our midfielder are just playing rubbish. When the coach actually subbing Caicedo, we can see that a lot of things changed. Any player who is not playing well, please sub him. He's not ready for the match. Put another person who is ready to play for the match. This is not a time we should have favoritism. It is the time we should play people who are good at that same position. If somebody who is good and is not playing that position very well, remove him. Because if you lose the match, they are not going to blame the players. The blame will be centered on you. And if you win the match, the credit will be given to you. When Chelsea win against Nottingham Forest, the credit was given to Enzo Maresca. So the impact of this early sub, we see it in the match. So I just feel like going forward, Enzo Maresca should start giving us this kind of thing. If a player is not playing well, sub him and put the right player there. Number 5, winning spirit. So we can see that our players are not just coming with an upward spirit. They are coming with the spirit of them winning this match. And this is what we need. If we are going to compete and win Champions League and win Premier League and win some of the domestic cups we are playing in, we need to have this winning spirit. There must be winning spirit. Either we are playing against big team, against small team. There must be this eagerness to win the match. Because if you check time past, anytime we are playing after international break, we do normally struggle. It's either they beat us or we draw the match. One will happen. But yesterday, to our biggest surprise, we won the match effortlessly. So I just believe that this winning spirit, this winning mentality, our player needs to be putting it in their mind game by game. So if they win us the match, we are going to give the credit to them. If they play very well, we are going to appreciate them. Their names will be on our lips. I just want this winning spirit to keep going, to keep flowing. So number 6, let's talk about our goalkeeper, which is Robert Sanchez. In fact, I give a big thumbs up to Robert Sanchez. Sentiment aside, Robert Sanchez has now improved a lot. So many of the silly mistakes we know Robert Sanchez for during last season, he has improved. And kudos to Enzo Maresca. So we now see Robert Sanchez as our important player because he is playing exceptionally well. This is exactly what we want from our goalkeeper. Save the ball when it is time to save and stop this useless mistake. Because if the goalkeeper makes useless mistake, it's going to cost the team their victory. So I just believe that going forward, this same spirit needs to start going forward in Robert Sanchez. We want him to kick the ball when he's trying to kick the ball, serve the ball to that position. You need to serve the ball and save the ball when you're supposed to save it. Enough of errors. But I give a big thumbs up to Robert Sanchez because he has changed a lot and his changes has contributed massively to the team. So this is how far I'm going to go about the 6 things I actually learned from the game against Nottingham Forest. So feel free to share your own point of view in the comment section about what you also think that I should talk about that I did not talk about. Please don't forget to like this video, to share this video, comment on this video. Thank you as you are doing so. See you tomorrow.